Welcome again to another episode of Sneaks, Rhymes, and Life. I am your host, Lionel McDonald. Today is the day. What is it? It is Super Bowl Sunday. So we're going to do a quick rundown. This will be a very short episode of everything Sneaks, Rhymes, and Life and what's going to happen in the Super Bowl. So let's start with Sneaks. I'm telling you, they are back. The metallic fives are now back in the area, available yesterday, sold out everywhere. Absolutely crazy. And I know there's still more pairs to come here in Canada. There were some delays, but Jordan 5 blew up. People were jostling in line. There were huge lineups all over the city to try and get this shoe. It's literally sold out everywhere. Seeing in the States, some of the video people were fighting. There was just utter chaos. So, what does that mean? Is Jordan Brand back? We talked about it. We talked about this in the onset. I had my boy Phil Thomas and my boy Dre on earlier this year with the energy of the 40th year of Jordan. It is unbelievable to think now we are dropping OG classics and people are losing their mind. Not even the best OG. I think it started essentially with the Black Cat sold out. Then fast forward, now we move into the metallics sold out. We're getting the Jordan 1 Black Toe this coming weekend now. Metallic was only yesterday. That potentially could sell. That may be the first one to miss, but all the energy right now is about the Valentine's Day launch, and that is the 23 stores in North America that will be selling the banned bread or aka bread Jordan 1. Huge energy. No people want it. It's going to be sold out, no question. Resale will be crazy. Although we're now seeing the resale of the shoe actually start to come down a little. It was in an astronomical number. It was like almost $1,000 US. Now we're into $600. So hey, that's where it's going to play, and that's still really expensive, way too expensive to me. And good news for me as a sneaker collector, I got all these shoes. I bought these shoes in '07, 2016. 99 was the first one when I got my first metallic. Actually, it was 2000. 99 was the white metallic, and then or fire red, and then in 2000 when I worked at Foot Locker Duffer Mall. That's when I got my first pair of these with the Nike Air. It's come out since in '07 with the 23 on the side, and that was kind of hit or miss. Some people love it. My wife actually got that one. I was kind of happy that she did like that shoe. And then most recently, I think over the last 4 or 5 years, it's come out. There's an Year one that looks like this. There's definitely a PSG one, highly underrated with that one, but Metallic Fives blew up the spot yesterday. Big win for Jordan Brand. So let's move on to Rhymes. Rhymes, yes, it is the day Kendrick Lamar is going to go off in the Super Bowl. How many people are going to perform? We know SZA is confirmed. Very interesting to see what is going to happen with that space and ultimately how good the performance is. There's many people that don't want him. Still on the coattails of my 2 episodes ago, we had talked about Kendrick Lamar winning 5 Grammys. Shout out to Doechii. I'm going to be her hype man all year long. She won Album of the Year. Beyonce won Album of the Year for all genres. Doechii had Rap Album of the Year, but Kendrick Lamar won 5 Grammys. People are hating on him. Lil Wayne is upset that it's in New Orleans and he's not getting no shine and he's not getting a chance to perform in his hometown. Could have been Hot Boy, could have been good, but I'm okay with Kendrick Lamar. Is right now he is the king of rap music as it stands today. So how's the performance going to go? Are we going to get Black Hippies? Is Hove just going to show up out of nowhere? Who knows what's going to happen? But very excited for how this halftime show goes up and how does it end up stacking up. We know Kendrick Lamar is not one to dance like Kane or conduct a crowd like KRS-One, but it's his time, it's his moment. He's the modern day GOAT right now, and it'll be interesting how it goes down, with the exception of Eminem, because I think Eminem would be higher on my ranking than Kendrick Lamar. Anyways, if we talk about albums, then I would take Kendrick. But long and short of it is Kendrick Lamar is going to do his thing with SZA tonight, and it's going to be something to watch, 100%. So let's go to the life section. Let's actually talk about the game. Spread is 1.5, depending, favor of the Chiefs. We got Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelsey, Taylor Swift. I'm putting her on the squad because they're boyfriend and girlfriend. Maybe they get engaged tonight. But anyways, against got to shout out Chris Jones because he's the anchor on the defense against the Eagles. The Eagles have Jalen Hurts. The injection of Saquon Barkley has made this an entirely different team. Jalen Carter is an absolute beast. And then they got AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, like they and a secondary literally they just drafted on top of with uh Slay being their anchor corner. This is lights out. This is lights out. And this should be an amazing game to see these two Titans go ahead. These were the two best teams in football, no question. On paper, the Eagles are better. I don't care what any Chiefs fan. I'm wearing a red Chiefs, a red sweater. People are saying I'm a Chiefs fan. No, guess what? The Philadelphia Eagles, and I don't like them. They're my division rival. They sent us packing. Well, I wanted to be in this game. I wanted to be in New Orleans to watch my team in the Super Bowl with Jaden and Terry McLaurin and the rest of the boys, Frankie Louvu, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But didn't happen. The Eagles were clearly the better team than us. I will take my hats off, recognize the real, keep it a buck, a 100. The Eagles are a better team. They have a better secondary, and it's close. But all players around the Eagles have a better secondary. They have, I would call it a draw. Actually, I'd give it to the Eagles. They have a better linebacking core. The Eagles definitely have a better defensive line. They have more depth. You could say Jalen Carter and Chris Jones is a soft. That's it. Offensive lines are close. You think, but I think they have two all-world tackles, and again, like Jason Kelsey retired, and they have two all-world tackles. Eagles get the nod, 100%. Now you look at the running back; it ain't even close. They can bring four more running backs for the Chiefs. Hey, I like Pacheco. Hey, Kareem Hunt has done a great job in filling in. They have some other pieces that they could throw in on the drop of a dime, and they'll use them today. They'll use some trick plays, and this guy is not gonna play. He's gonna play a play, and he's gonna get the ball. So I would 100% say that on paper they have a good running back room, and it's a deep room. They do not have Travis. They do not have Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley easily could have been the NFL MVP. It went to Josh Allen, and some people are mad it didn't go to Lamar. You take Josh Allen off the Bills. The Bills are not even the playoff team. You keep that Ravens defense plus Derrick Henry, and this team still wins 10, 11 games. That's the perspective I have. Lamar had an unbelievable season. He could have easily won MVP. It went to the right guy. So people have to live with it that it went to Josh Allen, and that's that. Josh Allen didn't get the Super Bowl that he wanted. He didn't get the Super Bowl appearance that he wanted, but he got an MVP, and I think rightfully so. He should have got it. Jade Daniels, my boy, JD5. We're in the JD5 era, and yeah, he was offensive player of the year. Pretty special, unbelievable. Dan Quinn could have won. Vikings had a great season. We're not supposed to do what they did. They gave it to him. Hey, Fox, they gave it to Dan Quinn in their own awards. So little here, there, little there. Jaden Daniels had Play of the Year for the Hail Mary. Literally took their team to a whole nother trajectory and took the Bears the opposite way. But hey, some celebration for my Commanders. But let's get back to the game. Saquon Barkley easily could have been MVP of the league. He was a finalist. And he has transformed this team into a run first team that if you don't get a hat on him and wrap up his giant quads that he's been squatting 700 pounds since he was a freshman in at Penn State, one of those Nittany Lions, he's going to take it 65 yards to the house. He is an underrated receiver out of the backfield. He's an intelligent player, and ultimately, he is a very underrated, and I would tell you, an elite running back that can block. I know I've seen some plays that he's made this year. I don't know many other running backs. He blew up in one play. I think he blew up Frankie Louvu 2 weeks ago, and then he blew up one of our other linebackers on a blitz, or maybe it was a blitzing secondary guy. Maybe it was Jeremy Chin. He is absolutely elite in all phases of the game. Seeing him on the Eagles, stupid New York Giants. Oh my God. These Giants gave this guy away for nothing, and they decided to keep Daniel Jones only to trade Daniel Jones for literally a bag of footballs. And no, man, I'll take that back. Not a bag of footballs. A football. A bag of footballs is really expensive. Literally got nothing for him. And the Eagles are world beaters, and the Giants will be trash for a very long time. And there's a ton of pressure now on the quarterback they choose. Could it be Ward? Is Shador Sanders the guy? Don't know. College is one thing, NFL is a whole different thing. I think those are two talented guys. They can develop. They ain't coming out the gate like Jaden Daniels. Let's be real. Jaden Daniels had 5 years. Jaden Daniels had tremendous coaches, tremendous weapons, and he's an unbelievable athlete. So these guys have their work cut out for them. The standard's been set, with CJ Stroud and then even Jaden Daniels now eclipsing. They're talking Jaden Daniels the best rookie we've ever seen in his first year at the quarterback position. This probably is true. He set like so many most yards, most TDs, most wins, two playoff wins, which is tied the record. Jaden Daniels set it off in 2024 and into 2025. But again, back to the game. Saquon Barkley is absolutely a top three NFL player in the league. So let's just say top four, because we're going to say Mahomes, Lamar, Josh Allen, and then, hey, we're going to say Saquon Barkley. So he's a special player. So hats off, monster check to the Eagles. Quarterback position, that's maybe where there's a difference. And as good as Jalen Hurts is, and the potential of Jalen Hurts, he could be a top five, top six quarterback. He has all the tools, but sometimes he's inconsistent. Sometimes he doesn't use his legs as much as he should, but he's a very good quarterback. Let's call a spade a spade. He is a very good quarterback, and 90% of the teams would be lucky to have them as their QB. But he's not Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is a generational talent. They have 3 Super Bowls already won in Patrick Mahomes' 8th year. They lost one. That's the one that Mahomes regrets, that he lost to Brady. Should have played better, did not. He was playing against the GOAT. Brady is the GOAT. And I don't care if the Chiefs win, they're still the top team that's out there. Or sorry, Brady is the top player in the history of them. He's got 7 Super Bowls. He won 6 with the Patriots and Belichick. Then he goes in one year, goes to the Bucks, and they had a very good team, and not only takes them over the top, but they beat the Chiefs. So let's put that in perspective. If we're talking about the guy that maybe is going to be the GOAT, Brady went to another team in one year, beat the snot out of them in the Super Bowl. And in 2020, in a Super Bowl that there was no one attending, the Bucks won, and they won their second. First one was the Warren Sapp era, but Brady got number 7. But Mahomes is him. He can do things that no other, and you can say the refs are in the way and this, that, and the third. And I see it all. I see it all. They get every single call. Like, you just have to understand, you have to be ahead by 2 scores, because if it's close, you're probably not going to win. This team lost one game all season, and I think it was to Josh Allen. Josh Allen had a chance, it was on the line, bad spot, didn't call the right play, questionable play calling, suspect call that it was a catch by Worthy in the AFC Championship game when I thought it was an interception or incomplete pass. They got the call, they scored. So how it is, we got Chiefs and Eagles, and that's what it is. So It comes down now to this. The wide receiving core, they have now Hollywood Brown is back. Juju Smith-Schuster is back. We roll in the tight end. Clearly, they have the best tight end in Travis Kelce. Dallas Goedert, not bad. Travis Kelce, got him. But if we look at just the wide receivers, Smith Schuster, my boy D Hopkins, uh, and then obviously Hollywood Brown now being part of this team, that's a good receiving core. Not spectacular, veteran, can get it done, but they are not. They don't have they don't have either one of the two best receivers in this game. Devontae Smith is two, and some days he's one. And then A.J. Brown is an absolute monster. Check mark, Eagles. So what did I say? Eagles win secondary, Eagles win linebacker. We'll call it a draw at the defensive line. No, actually, I gave it to the Eagles because of the depth. The Eagles also have the better offensive line, the better running back. They don't have the better tight end, but they have the better wide receivers and they have the better running back. But then even the discrepancy between the QB is not even that big. So what they won, and I'll give it to them. Clearly, the Chiefs have the better coach. This feels like the Commanders game, except for this is just a better team. So the Eagles win like every position except for like two or three. Eagles should win this game, 100%. But the storyline is that the Chiefs are going for Super Bowl number three, not three. This would be the fourth one they win in the Mahomes era in the last 8 years. They've been to five, I believe. Five. And this is a chance for three in a row. It's never happened. So, do you think the NFL is going to let a team come to the Super Bowl and blow the chance of winning three in a row? Should it happen? Eagles are better, 100%. It's going to be a close game. It's going to be a one-score game. It is going to come down to the wire with the ball in Mahomes' hands, and he's going to get it done. Chiefs win by two on the final drive. It'll be one for the ages. They will the debate on Monday morning. Is he now the GOAT? Maybe he's the modern day GOAT. He's still not better than Brady. But the Eagles, it's not that they let this one slip away. It's Mahomes rips it out of their hands. And all the things that people don't want to see. People are tired of seeing Chiefs fans celebrate. It's going to happen. People are tired of seeing Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is going to be all up in everyone's business at the end of this game, all over Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce, I'm calling it today. He is going to ride off into the sunset, and that will be that. He will retire at the end of the game. They're not going to run it back for four because the NFL will not let them win four in a row. Eagles easily could win Super Bowl 60. They would be the best team on paper again. And maybe we get Eagles, Ravens. Maybe we get Commanders, Bills. That's the Super Bowl everyone wanted. Maybe the Lions get a couple other pieces, even though they're tight up against the cap, and they make a run. But the Commanders smack them in the playoffs in the divisional round. So there's a lot of things that could happen in Super Bowl 60, but Super Bowl 59, the Chiefs win. I'm going to tell you, it is like 31-30 for the Chiefs. But that's it. Sneaks, rhymes, and life. That is my Super Bowl prediction. All that Taylor Swift also gets proposed to.